Hey friend, John MacLennan here, and in this video you're going to learn how to play I'm Goin' Down as recorded by Bruce Springsteen on guitar. Now this is a great song for newer players. It uses only 4 chords and they just repeat over and over throughout the entire song. I'm going to show you 2 different ways of playing through this chord progression. The first way is just using what I call power chords. So just simple 2-note power chords that we're going to move around the neck. And then I'm going to show you a way of filling it out and using fuller sounding chords as well. And when you're done with this lesson, you'll have some essential rock guitar techniques in your back pocket, and you can go and jam along with Bruce Springsteen. Before we jump in though, if you're new, I want to hook you up with a gift. I put together this awesome fretboard guide that's going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below to grab your copy. All right, well with that said, make sure you're tuned up and let's dive into this lesson. Let's break down how to play I'm Goin' Down as recorded by Bruce Springsteen on guitar. Now this song is one main chord progression over and over. It's in the key of A, and we're going to start off, I'm going to show you how to play this progression using power chords, some palm muting, and a really great rock feel. Here's what it sounds like. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and... All right, so I'm going to be playing what are called 2-note power chords. And let me show you those shapes first. I'm going to play the 5th fret of the low E, then the 7th fret on the A string. Now some people use their index and ring fingers, and that's cool. I do that often, and sometimes I play actually my index and pinky as well. So I can do either. It's just this feels comfortable for me. So use whatever's comfortable for you. So that's going to be our power chord shape. Then we're going to jump down. So that's an A power chord. Then we're going to jump down to an E power chord. And this is just using our index finger here. We're going to play open E, then the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and I'll just kind of mute off the rest of the strings there. So sometimes, people play a 3-note power chord. I'm just going to keep it 2 and just play 0 and 2 for now. Then we're going to go to an F sharp power chord, which is just like our A, but now we're going to be on the 2nd fret. So that's 2 and 4 there, 2 on the low E, 4 on the 5th string. Then our last power chord shifts down 1 string and goes up to the 5th fret here. So 5 on the 5th string, so 5th fret, 5th string, then 7th fret, 4th string. So it's like that very first chord, but now it's shifted down 1 string. So same thing with your strum hand here. Now you want to make sure that you start on the 5th string. So you don't want to strum that low E, you just want to play those strings there. Now I am using a little bit of muting here, so my index finger comes up and just touches that low E. So even if I do strum it, you're not gonna hear it. It's muted off. So that's a big part of getting this to sound right, is getting the muting on those chords. So it's gonna go A, and each chord lasts 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, then E, 2, 3, 4, then F sharp, 2, 3, 4, then D, 2, then it repeats. That's the whole song. So start by just going through it like this, playing the power chords. Then from there, you can add some more rhythm to it. So this is a really common rock groove I might do. Okay, it's just 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but I'm going to use a little bit of palm muting, and I'm actually going to accent and lift up that palm mute on certain beats. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So it's hitting the downbeat, accented, 1 and 2 and, then the and of 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and then 4. So 1 and a 2 and 4 are my accented power chords that I just lift up the palm muting a little bit. It's a very common rock groove, so we can put that with the chord progression. So you can play that for the whole song. Now let's talk about if you wanted to make those chords a little bit fuller, like maybe you went. So here's another way of playing the same thing, but now I'm going to use more full chords here. So I'm going to play the open A string and then 2, 2, 2. I'm going to play an A major chord. Instead of just an A power chord, I'm now going to get the full chord in there. Then I'll go to an E like this, all 6 strings, open, 2, 2, 1, open, open. Then F sharp minor, I'll use a bar chord here, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2. And then D from the 4th string down like this, open, 2, 3, 2. So I could do that same rhythm, now with the full chords. Then maybe I'll go back to power chords. And full chords. Congrats on making it through this I'm Going Down Bruce Springsteen guitar lesson. Be sure to take your time with those 2 different ways of interpreting that chord progression. So we've got the power chords, where we're taking that shape and moving it around the neck, and then we have the fuller chords with even a little bar chord in there. So it gives you 2 different ways of playing this, and I might use them both in the same song. As you saw, I was switching between playing power chords and then fuller chords. So be sure to take your time with it, and just know if some of these shapes are new, you've got to give your hand time to adjust to those shapes and just learn to grab them on the fretboard faster. So be patient, and to help you even more, make sure to download my ultimate fretboard guide at the first link down below. And this is going to show you the 5 chords and scales that I use to play in any style, anywhere on the neck. And this is just a system for mapping out the fretboard and putting it all together. And I want to give it to you completely for free. Just go to johnmaclennan.com/fretboard guide or use the first link down below. Also, before you go, leave a comment and let me know your #1 struggle with guitar right now. Just comment it down below. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you in another video real soon.